have mercy.
Victory is ours. Surely we needn't shed yet more blood.
We cannot spare him, my lady. Not when he knows what we intend to do.
He was complicit in the salt fraud, was he not? Perhaps he might agree to bear witness for us.
Yes, yes. I'll tell you everything. Whatever you wish.
Then let us attempt it.
Fools! You haven't won yet. Once I report to Minister Sorsley, he will crush your pathetic house.
Let's go, Anne. Did you have to kill him?
You certainly took your time, Anna.
No more than was necessary.
Unfortunate. We'll have to find another witness.
His lips may have been sealed, but it's only a matter of time until this betrayal is discovered.
We must prove our case before that happens. Come, let us hurry to the capital.
This story, man. Like, it could be good. It could be.
After surviving an ambush at the hands of Sorsley's retainer, Booker, Serenoa and his retinue arrive at the Hyzantian capital.
So dumb.
I thank you for bringing this matter to my attention. That said, salt makes for poor evidence. There's simply no way of telling legitimate goods apart from illicit ones.
Surely, as Minister of Domestic Affairs, rumor of Sorsley's illegal salt trade has reached you.
Rumor, yes, but nothing more. From foreign sources, no less. I cannot help wondering if these rumors are more intended to drive a wedge between us and Sorsley, and in doing so, throw our land into chaos. Not that I would question the honorable intentions of House Wolfort, of course.
I understand you have good reason to doubt in your position, Minister Kamsel.
But weeding out corruption is a duty that falls to House Farrant. If you find anything else, pray, inform me at once.
Of course.
So, he wants us to bring him further evidence before agreeing to aid us. Even one of the Saintly Seven can only act upon the surest foundation, it seems.
To desert and complete. It's freaking stupid.
House Wolfort, eager to report House N's illicit dealings to Hyzant, rebuffs an attack from Booker, Sorsley's loyal assistant, and gains entry to the city. Alas, Kamsel, one of the Saintly Seven, informs them that charges cannot be brought without hard evidence of Sorsley's misdeeds.
Chapter 10, Part 1, in the Shadow of Suspicion.
I see the salt matter is being addressed.
Exactly as you predicted, no less. I never expected House Wolfort to so much as entertain the idea.
The Wolforts are formidable, always striving to do the right thing. Which is also what makes them so easy to manage.
What are you scheming now?
Scheming? You make it sound so scandalous. All I do for our beloved Hyzant.
Do not play the fool. I know Minister Edor has taken notice of you. You would do well not to let it go to your head. I certainly cannot bring myself to admire the man.
Oh, why ever not?
'Tis not worth going into detail. Suffice to say, I would not mourn him should some grave impropriety come to light.
Then, for now, let us gleefully await the Wolfort's next move.
Everyone just using me. Within the Citadel of Sen, Tenebris finds Sorley in high spirit. Who's Tenebris? Oh.
Well, if it isn't Tenebris. Gloomy as ever, I see.
Minister Sorsley, I see you are in high spirits.
And why shouldn't I be? House Wolfort is ferrying my salt as we speak.
Oh, so he knows.
An illustrious house from the Salt Iron War trying to win my favor. It's laughable.
But can they succeed, being as ignorant to the circumstances as they are?
If they fail, I simply lay the blame upon them and see their house duly punished. I shall gain merit in place of money.
I did not take you for an optimist. Or have you forgotten of Exham and Camsel's suspicions?
You speak as if it were my problem alone, my dear Tenebris.
Do not misunderstand. It is because we are tarred with the same brush that I have come to warn you. Your dealings of late have grown, perhaps overly so. You would make an enemy of the other saints, should they notice.
And would you too turn against me, Tenebris?
Most certainly not. Our fates are tied.
Good. Now leave me.
Pray, be careful, Minister.
Okay.
What need have I for caution? I have never failed, nor will I ever.
Sorsley may well come to end us once he hears of our allegations. There is no turning back now. We must move swiftly.
So how shall we proceed?
We must provide hard evidence, as Minister Camsel requested.
And I wish to be named Archduke of Esfrost. Does he understand what he asks of us? We have no leads.
Salt is a well-regulated commodity, and numbers do not lie. If this illicit trade exists, someone will have altered the ledgers.
Of course. We'll gather what information we can on Sorsley until the evidence we seek reveals itself. Let us canvass the town and see what we find.
Agreed. We should split up and search for clues.
Did it go this? Where is all this talk coming from? I will not stand for these absurd accusations. What proof do you have? Dude, I didn't want to talk to him. Okay. Never mind that. I was wondering, so it says, I want to stand for the accusation. What proof do you have? Frankly, none, sir. Well, when you do as much business as I do, I hear rumors oneself tends to propagate. It behooves you to interrogate the rumors you hear before repeating them. Yes, but it would also be best not to let sleeping rumors lie. Keep digging and keep appraising of any new information you may find. I'm eager to be of service. Okay, so he's one of the guys that is with the Kamel guy, I think it's called. As just by your grab you hail from Glenbrook, have you come to gaze upon the wonders of the old estate? Surely you have many tales from your journey to your fairylands. Do tell, do tell. I feel this will become a long conversation. I'll have to save it for another time. Yeah, out. No thank you, lady. This all say, and I hear Aesfrost occupies Glenbrook. The kingdom is a den of iniquity. It's true. Iniquity is true. The light of adherent of the goddess's teaching has no doubt brought this fate upon them. Yeah, it's our fault, right? Gee. Can you please go down in this corner? There's a cat. There's a woman living near the ministry whose life is consumed with rumors of all sizes and sorts. She always has some fresh morsel or others. It will behoove you to speak with her. A rumor monger, you say? Then I should very much like to speak with her. Yes, thank you. Quality timber. We are looking for a rebel who was lasting in this area. Have you memory of such person? Might he mean the one who just wants to go home? Perhaps this rebel will provide me with some information if I can convince him this guard to move. I did see someone with suspicion leaving the city. I did see someone, yeah. You? What? Thank you, sir. You've done a great deed today. Alright, let's go talk to him again. Pray be calm, for he has gone. Has he? At last I can enter my own home. You have my everlasting gratitude. Is there naught I can do for you, good sir? You can provide me with information. Do you know anything about House End's illicit salt dealings? Illicit salt dealings? No, I'm afraid not. Then even a source will do. How might one go about prying into the affairs of House Endy? As you seem quite determined, you may as well search their encampment itself. It's located beside the entrance of the source. If Sorley has anything to hide, he will most certainly have it hid there. The encampment, if we cannot find the proof we seek there, then it generally does not exist. Yet, it is also the most brazen and dangerous course of action. We'll have to wait for the cover of darkness. guards. Oh, what do you say? I care not who you're from, and from what nation you hail, you may not enter the source. If you're not here for this to enter the source, then I shall hear you out. What is it you wish to know? That only makes me long to enter the source all the more. Is there truly nothing I can do? Why guard the entrance so closely? Is there anything you wish to hide? I heard tales of a secret ledger of Fushal Foxman. Does it sound familiar? A secret ledger? I've heard of no such thing. Now be on your way. I've certainly my decree from the top, begun with you, interim duties. I'll do the third one too, I might as well. Not that I wish to hide, no, I offer keeping secrets in all honesty. Swear to me you'll enter... Swear to me you will not enter the source, and I shall talk. I've seen a dealer different from the one we see during the day, carrying salt off at night, under the cover of darkness. I confess I receive payments in exchange for my silence, but I know not from whom. Not as though it matters. My conscience withers and rots just the same. Another vendor in the middle of the night. Highly suspicious. I shall make note of that. I'd wager that this person is involved in Sorley's illegal enterprise. Yeah. Okay, so we got a little bit more information. Only those with special permission may enter the palace. Take your leave. Ministry X Army is occupied for the moment. The business with you, I bid you write a letter. A letter? The prisoner have something to write with. I mean, it's probably not that difficult for you to get paper. Lighthouse here. I've heard that my secretary was investigating... I've learned that my secretary was investigating Mrs. Sorley as well. Surely he left some notes in his journal. You have my blessing to read it if you find it. The goddess tolerate much in the search of truth. Okay. Only those who have official businesses with the ministry may enter. If you have no permit, then you can leave. Is this the researcher? The secretary? The Saintly Seven have been recognized by the goddess of Salt herself and are tasked with leading the faithful Hyzant. Atop this order sits the Holy One, who enjoys the privilege of hearing the goddesses speak in her own words. The Holy One then disseminates her words to the Saintly Seven, who hands them down to the people, thus granting the Holy State her blessing. I, of course, take pride in the uniquely superior construction of our society, but how do you, as an outsider, find it? It has advantages and disadvantages like any other. I hesitate to call it superior. It's true. Not so unusual. The only one is the sovereign, and the Saintly Sevens, their loyal ministers. System of rules are not so easily compared. They are the result of choices made by people over the arc of their shared history. That's true. Ah yes, a sincere and logical argument on the surface, yet we need but scratch it to reveal the rot within. These other nations you speak of, they are meaningless bits of suffering in which the people and their sordid history are trapped. The only one who can truly lead the people to prosperity and happiness are those who have been chosen by the goddess herself, the only one and the Saintly Seven. Yes, so your dogma tells us, though I think you'll find this does not account for human nature, which is not so easily controlled. Yeah, if the solution is just to read the Bible back, then it's not much of a solution. Okay, so this guy. Ace Rust boasts of their freedom from their mountain tops, yet It is only ever the rich and powerful that rises to the top of the richest duchy. While here in Eisen, all are equal under the goddess' watchful eye, and all may live in peace. I scarcely need ask, but which nation is in your submission has the right of it? It is the work of nation leader to ensure peace and equity. We have much to learn from Eisen's rule. Neither. I'll go with this. Oh, don't make me laugh. The very notion of a nation conquered by Aesfrost being in the right is pure folly. It was turning away from the goddess' teaching that brought this fate upon them. They would have driven Aesfrost from their shore had they had but embraced her. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. I heard rumor of irregular salt shipments. So an unsavory character is making off with salt, to say. I confess that not even I had noticed, if what you say is true, though I simply cannot piece it together in my mind. How would they get the smuggled salt to Aesfrost in the first place? What action do you expect me to take if you have not followed every lead? I wish to stamp out criminal activity however I can, but I will not bring charges against anyone with a little more than rumors. Alright. Now, I need to be nighttime. How can I make it nighttime? I have to write a letter to the guy. I'm terribly sorry to intrude, but I might borrow a pen and paper just here. I have a very important letter to write. If such paper will suffice, then simply may. Make use of the ink as well. Now to write a letter to Exarm. This is an important proposal for Minister Exarm. I bid you deliver it to him at once. Very good, I shall see to it to reach him myself. The letter should secure Mixarmy's cooperation in exposing Source's crime. I pray it reaches him soon. We cannot be too prepared, considering we're up against one of the Saintly Seven. Okay. Now, I need to get inside here. So I need to find the minister, the secretary. Ah, is that the lady that talks? I understand you're aware of the latest rumors that flow through Hyzan. I should like to hear more about them. Okay. If you wish to hear about a popular rumor of Hyzan, you need to be so coy. Oh, where to begin? Have you heard of the tales of the vanishing vessel? It arrives at the port in secret, only to vanish as quickly as quietly as it came. A ship that disappears in the night. The how of their salt exports has eluded me until now. Perhaps they were carrying it off to the ship to speak of. Learn about the vanishing vessel. Alright, so we have the boat. I would like to go inside there for an appointment. Is that enough? I don't know if that's enough. She hears a woman. Right here. Okay, so the letter is fine. I guess I can go talk to the guy and see if I have enough information. So we have that. They use cargo ship that vanished. Ah yes, the disappearing vessel would figure nicely into this plot. It is fortuitous that you contacted me, and I thank you. I tell you this in the strictest confidence. Talk to us, and this crime has reached the consortium. There, Minister Sorley is known to be a meticulous man, exceedingly concerned with the accuracy of his own ledger. If he has engaged in illegal enterprise, as he suggests, I doubt his conscience would allow his books to go unbalanced. He'll have kept a second ledger. A secret account, of course. With that in hand, we'll have the proof we need. The trouble, though, will be finding it. We have a secret ledger now. Not here. It will be at night. Not here. So the woman is here. Can this guy help me, maybe? If you're to search in the encampment, you best do so at night. Like, is there a place I can sleep and rest until? Oh, I missed this complete house. This may be the journal Lara kept secret. Okay, okay. There's underlying something here for emphasis. I find Solis and his recent behavior highly irregular and improper. He took a meeting with Glenbrook's officials in secret, wherein he dispersed generous bribes, bribing Glenbrook's officials. This is extremely valuable evidence. I must take note of it. Right, so I do have that. Will Lara say something else? Can I go in here? No. So the Brahma secret you mentioned in general appears to be true. All that remains to be seen what role they play in the illicit distribution enterprise. Now that I have proof of that, we'll talk to this guy. Maybe I can. Minister Story is known to be a meticulous man exceeding concern and accuracy of his own ledger. If he has engaged in illicit enterprise, I doubt his conscience will allow him to have right. Okay, so I guess this is it then. I got the letter from this guy. Nighttime for here, the encampment, and then yeah, I think that's it. Cool. I've heard enough. Now to return to the encampment and organize our thoughts. Cool.
What news? Have you learned anything?
Sorsley is shrewd. He'll not reveal his true colors so easily.
Nothing can remain hidden indefinitely. A thorough review of the testimony shall show us the truth.
Benedict is right. Let us review what we know to be true.
Lord Serenoa, what does the evidence at hand suggest? Let us begin with Sorcelet himself. What is his crime?
He bribes Noble right under our nose in Glenbrook.
He bribed nobles right under our noses in Glenbrook.
How could I have been so blind to his dealings in the upper echelons of my own kingdom?
Yep.
Though we know this to be true, I doubt we'll build a worthy case now that Esfrost rules the Crown City.
If we cannot secure the help of the remaining saints, we've no choice but to present our case directly to the Hierophant. Doing so will require incontrovertible proof of Sorcelet's improprieties.
He kept a secret ledger. They were irregular salt shipment.
Claris said Sorcelet kept a secret ledger.
Of course. Sales had to be carefully managed so as not to arouse suspicion.
Making detailed records a necessity. I've no doubt this ledger exists. Now then, let us focus on where we might find the evidence we need.
The vanishing cargo ship. I will go with the encampment.
By which you mean Sorcelet's encampment.
Precisely. Not the one at the Citadel of the Sands, so far from the source. Right here, in the capital.
I know its location.
Might the bribe Sorcelet plied Glenbrook's nobles with be connected to his illicit dealings?
We know the ledger tracking the tainted salt exists.
End's encampment is our primary target, then. But it's too dangerous to get near, let alone inside.
Not for Anne, she's got this.
Despite our best efforts, I'm afraid we haven't evidence enough to confront him over his crimes.
And Sorcelet will find us out soon enough, if he hasn't already.
Time is of the essence, then. What is our next move?
Though we lack proof, we'd best raise the issue with Kamsel once more.
I wonder if there's a way to win that. Because I guess I didn't. I wonder if the cargo ship would have been better. If you intercept the ship, it's not in the encampment, it's on sea, right?
Serenoa and his retinue know House End is involved in the illicit salt trade, yet fail to secure any solid evidence to back up their claims. Their position growing tenuous, House Wolffort makes a reckless bid to persuade Kamsel, Minister of Domestic Affairs, to levy charges.
Part 10, Chapter 10, Part 2, Ask Me Not.
Minister Kamsel will join our cause, won't he?
It's hard to be sure, but we must press our case and have faith. That is all that is in our power to do.
You! Are you House End's dogs?
A messenger, my lord, from the palace. I seek Lord Serenoa Wolffort.
You have found him.
Lord Wolffort, you have been accused of coercing Minister Sorcelet End unto unlawful acts. Your presence is required at the palace so the Holy One may question you.
House End is the guilty party, not Serenoa.
If you've testimony to give, you are welcome to stand witness at the trial.
My lord, this may be a good opportunity to bring our case directly to the Hierophant and the other powerful entities of Hyzant. I expect the Saintly Seven are not of one mind on this matter. If you can persuade some of the ministers to side with us, Sorcelet will have nowhere to run.
Perhaps. Or you could end up the one with his head on the chopping block, Serenoa.
Even so, we cannot make an enemy of Hyzant, else we truly will be alone. I must stand trial, plead my case to the Holy One and the Saintly Seven, and hope that they believe me.
Very nice.